Yes. Did you hear Sumi? She got excited. Hey, Sumi. Hey. We have the gay groomer story today. Gay groomer. And big development in the San Francisco stabbing, too. Huge. Just breaking. Sorry, I've been trying to catch up on stuff. I might have to start the show at 11, really. Getting everything ready is tough. So, hey, everybody. Thanks for getting tuned in. I will. Oh, should I share this on Twitter? Very controversial. And I guess it's all allegedly, but there is a guy like who people know who is saying that Ali did this thing. So I'm not trying to, in fact, I didn't even say anything because it was mostly adults. But now there's someone who's, who was apparently underage. So Ali Alexander Akbar is being exposed by Milo Yiannopoulos, who is not a trustworthy character by any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, I don't know the character Smiley, who is the one who made a statement, but people do know who he is. So that's what I'm going off of. But I know it's a serious allegation. These allegations have been swirling for some time about Ali Alexander. So people, I've been hearing this forever. Alexander grooms underage men. I've been hearing that. So, Socks, you say Smiley is a groper and a good guy. Yeah, that's what people are saying. So I'm going to play. I know that Nick Fuentes, people told me that Nick Fuentes made a statement about it on his show. So I'll play that. I haven't heard it yet. So thanks for getting tuned in. So I'll give you that. I'll give you the story about Bob Lee, which is totally. Actually, I thought Bob Lee was killed by a random homeless person, and totally not true. So totally not true. So the breaking news on that too, the guy that invented Cash App. Job for 9 says, is Nick a groomer? You mean Nick Fuentes? No, I don't think so. Nick Fuentes isn't even officially gay yet, so I think the story is that he we'll try to figure it out. Okay. The story I think from Nick is that he turned down Ali's advances, just like a lot of the stories in this expose or whatever. Jimmy Berman says something I can't show just about Kanye. He might, don't know. But Nick apparently talked about it on his show, so I'll play that. Okay. Then let me see what else I have. Maybe the show won't be quite as long. I really need to. I cut out a portion of the show from yesterday and posted it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Bombshell. Nick Fuentes admits Ali Alexander tried to groom him when he was 20. He allowed this predator near his own supporters after being groomed himself. This is what somebody's tweeting. Yeah, I mean, I hope eventually Nick comes out. I mean, I hate to see him suffer and repressed and stuff so much, but so far I don't know what he claims he is. Basically, might as well claim he's like a gender or something, because he says he doesn't have sex with anybody. But he's, seeing the way he looked at Catboy and stuff. Good questions. Jimmy Berman, great question. Can you groom an adult? Great question. We want to, great question, actually. And it is the reason that I didn't lead the story from yesterday, because there are adults on video talking about Ali Alexander trying to groom them. I think people are using the term as in like gay grooming. So I think that's the way people are, as if you can turn somebody gay, basically. So I think that's the when I think that's why people care that they're were adult male. Yeah, a few of them were. Nick was 20. This other guy was 20. This other guy was 19 or something. Still creepy because I don't know how old Allie is. Still is creepy. Ali was born. Oh, they don't even know. That's funny. He was born in the United Arab Emirates. Oh, that's so funny. I always imagined. Anyway, yeah, he's 37 or 38 years old. So I still find those types of, even though people say you shouldn't make fun of Leonardo DiCaprio for dating teenagers and stuff, I find it very strange just because of myself. Like, because talking to someone that age, you realize, they're basically retarded, and it's not fair, basically. You know what I mean? It seems like it's almost always, but people do it though. And like, we have ages of consent, we have age of adulthood, all that stuff. So people, even though they're still not really fully grown, mentally and stuff, we still let them make their own decisions. So technically speaking, most of the people in this story that I saw previous to this were adults, which, isn't really a story unless you're trying to say it's wrong to be gay, but otherwise it's not a story. You're correct. If that's what you're saying. Okay, I'll tell you. Meteor Dream says, thoughts on the Dalai Lama tongue sticking? Should I have cut out the video? I did. I already talked about it 2 days ago. Or it might have been Monday, but I think it was Monday. So you want me to, if you think it's good, my coverage of it, then it needs to be cut out of the show or reposted. Dalai Lama is a sick F. I mean, what the hell? So let's see. I'm seeing if his Wikipedia page has been updated yet. It doesn't look like it. So far as Wikipedia page isn't updated yet. So I'll show you guys the different stuff. So though, thoughts of Dalai Lama tongue sticking. Yeah, I think the Dalai Lama is it must be some kind of sicko. I don't buy I don't know. I'd kind of feel like a sucker falling for his apology, saying it was just being playful and stuff. I think he got like some kind of perverted thought in his head. I don't know. I was looking at him. I was like, I just saw him looking at the boy, and then I feel like he got this like perverse thought, but don't know for sure. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we'll show it. I have to get, apparently Nick talked about it on, his show on Cozy last night. And I even have a timestamp. So /Nick. So apparently, so basically what's going on is like Milo, it's all coming from a person who's like completely untrustworthy in most ways. Milo Yiannopoulos, very bright individual, who is like, I don't know, a snake, basically, like he will stab you in the back, basically, Milo Yiannopoulos, which is why I would just not necessarily want to get close to him or send him text messages or anything, because he's been leaking this stuff. He's trying to expose, I guess he's just going scorched earth on America First, maybe. He's trying to go after Fuentes. I don't know if Laura Loomer identifies as America First anymore, but he's going after Fuentes, Loomer, Ali Alexander. And I can say, as someone who follows those people to see what they're up to, that all three people, there are things, just to say about them. Nick, Nick is his own thing, but Laura Loomer and Ali Alexander, I mean, they are like, they do say a lot of stuff that's crazy, just completely insane. I totally disagree with a lot of the stuff they do and say. Nick Fuentes also, but Nick has, I don't know, he has some kind of redeeming, I don't know, for some reason he has some kind of redeeming qualities. The only thing is that, like, in my opinion, and I don't know for sure, but based on like seeing his googly eyes at Catboy and seeing how much he like has no interest in having sex with a woman, just none, I just think he's probably gay. And, I think that repressed homosexuals are the most annoying homosexuals, that maybe if they just were like, okay, I'm gay, like no big deal, like that would maybe make them, I don't know. So, but it's unconfirmed. One day he might have sex with a woman. I don't know. It's just, man, he's like 24 now. God damn. I mean, by the time I was 24, holy crap. Just thinking about how much it is like, I don't know. It's very weird to not have any interest, and get to that age. I mean, that's very strange. So there's something going on. Free T-shirt says, hi, what happened with Ali Alexander? I'll tell you. I'll show you. He is, well, there have been rumors for a long time, that Ali Alexander is a child groomer or a, like people have been saying it forever. I guess Milo, motivation unknown, like who's paying Milo, not sure. Some of the accounts that are tweeting about it are understandably left-wing accounts, that are celebrating this whole thing. Patriot takes, and I mean, the news is red meat for liberals who have like had to hear these conservatives talk about how they're all groomers and stuff. So of course, liberals are going to say, well, look, like check your own house, which I think is fair. It's fair enough. I mean, grooming is grooming, if it's underage and stuff. Now, the other, there's nothing. It doesn't sound like he didn't rape anybody. It doesn't seem, there's no allegations of that. So it's allegations about like sending pictures, which actually would maybe be illegal, like CP, like child porn. Sending pictures. We'll go over the different allegations. Pull up the Ali files. Yeah. Milo is posting all the people who are talking about it. There's one called PPP, The Power of Truth. PPP. I guess I got to follow this person. He's talking about it a lot. Bombshell. Nick Fuentes admits Ali Alexander tried to groom him when he was 20. He allowed this predator near his own supporters after being groomed himself. He pleads ignorance, but his lying lips betray him. But then some people are making fun of this person for saying he was grooming a 20-year-old. I guess grooming. I think people say, I think it's because people think you can turn somebody gay. I think that's why they say it. Like, they're like, oh, he's trying to turn people gay. Affected area. Okay, thank you for that. I don't know everybody in this story. Like, I know a few of them. Kino Casino. Thank you, Pyramid 7. Yeah, I don't watch Kino Casino. And I don't think I know who. Yeah, I don't know all the characters. I know Nick. I know Laura. I know Milo. I've had Nick on my show before. And you know, I had on Baked too. Baked is kind of part of it. He's on Cozy at least. Tangent Angela says you can turn someone gay. You think so? Do you think you could be convinced? Like, could you be convinced to enjoy homosexual sex if you wanted to? I can't. I mean, that's all. No, like, there's nothing anybody can do that's going to make me, you know, think it's, you know, gay porn is awesome or something. So I'm not sure about that tangent, to be honest. Maybe they were gay. Like, gay guys sometimes know somebody actually is gay and doesn't realize it yet. But I don't think you can actually turn somebody trans. That's different by feeding them crazy information. But I don't think you can change their sexual attraction. But I don't know. I'm just going based on me. So yeah, you say if you exploit them young enough. 15 though? Come on. 15, really? Like, you know, you're already probably having wet dreams and stuff. Like, you know what you're into. So I don't know. I think like sometimes people are gay and they don't know it because they're not, you know. But I don't know if it's possible. But I'm not a gay doctor, so can't say for sure. Can't say 100% for sure. But I will say, I mean, the attacks on him, like actually the guy that came out, I'll talk about it. Okay. Thanks for joining me for the show. What does this say? Yeah, Pyramid 7. I mean, well, what does it matter? I mean, that's the thing. The thing about turning trans is I can still have sex with women. You know? So it's really, so actually, yeah, sure. For 500 grand. Okay. But it doesn't mean anything anyway. Put on some lipstick, a wig, and a dress. Pretend I'm a girl. Doesn't mean anything. So being, you know, sexual orientation, who you're attracted to, like, I think means something that's probably mostly immutable, like can't be changed mostly. At least just go based on me and the gay people I know. Like, you can't turn them straight. Yeah, like it's just like Milo, right? Like if you can turn somebody gay, then why can't you turn a gay person straight? It's impossible, right? I mean, you can't pray the gay away. Milo tried. He's still gay as a coot. So that's all. But trans is trans, though anybody can be trans. It's just a decision. You have to change anything. I go, oh, I'll be a trans lesbian. Sweet, you know. But yeah, that's why to me gender ideology is totally different from sexual orientation. Sexual orientation, which I believe, you know, can't in almost all cases is like an immutable characteristic that you can't change, you know. Like, I'm not going to suddenly fantasize, you know what I mean? And a gay guy is not suddenly going to fantasize about pussy, like Milo. Milo's not going to suddenly want to watch straight porn because it's not wired in his head that way. Even though he really wanted to be straight, I guess. I don't know. Didn't happen. So, yeah. I think if people, if people enjoy homosexual stuff, then they're gay, basically, or bisexual. They didn't get turned gay; they already were. If they actually like it, Man, like I had to play a gay character, in school. I had to like kiss a guy. It was like horrible. Like I hated it, even though I was acting and I should like it. Oh God, it was disgusting. But that's not like, but I understand that someone who's gay thinks it's great. That's what makes us different. Gay guys think vagina is gross. Okay, well, that's your thing. But Tangent says, do some research and look at the hundreds of testimonies. Okay, sure. I'm just going based on my life experience. I've known a lot of gay people. Smart guy. Pedophiles typically, pedophiles are typical. I don't know if there's any situation, like, I know they say not to say this because it stigmatizes people who are victims of abuse, but I'm not sure if there's any pedophile who wasn't a victim of child abuse. I'm not sure. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Maybe there are some, but I don't know. But it's wrong, it's, you can't take advantage of someone who's not like it's rape every time. So whether you say you were born that way or whatever, it's totally different. So it's kind of ridiculous, actually, comparing pedophilia to homosexuality. It's really kind of barbarian. They're totally, one is consenting adults and one is totally illegal and wrong. All right, so we will go to the intro and cover shocking news. Okay, I'll let's see what Nick said about it. I'll show you the tweet from this guy. His name's Smiley. So, smart guy. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure you can change a pedophile's sexual attraction. So, in that sense, that's like a messed up thing, right? Like, why they're, I don't know if you can change it. Like, once they have that, I don't know if you can change it. But no matter, it's wrong. It's just different. That's all. But yeah, once people are attracted to children, I don't know how you rewire their brain. I don't know, but yeah, that's the thing with sexual attraction. It's like, how do you reprogram somebody? I don't know. All right, so we will have it will certainly be controversial after this. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. what it is. Joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. And I bring you the news, the real news. Yes, yeah, depending on how you define it, I guess. All right, so the Ali Files. The Ali Files. They called him Nicholas. You guys ready? And I'll tell you about the San Francisco thing too. But let's take a look. The only problem is, okay, why don't I download this video? Because I can't play it right in this thing. There was a video. Basically, what happened was I did the show yesterday. There have been a number of adults who came forward and said that Ali Alexander tried to, groom them. But, that's certainly, he didn't do anything. He didn't, there's nothing you can say about that. Except that if you want to expose Ali, I mean, it is hypocritical because Ali basically says that like we should live in a Christian theocracy. So, yeah, like, I don't know. It's just such a stereotype, like the Christian who's like actually totally gay and a predator and stuff. It's just such a so anyway, I think I'm downloading the video. Where is it downloading to, I wonder? Oh, I see it. And then I'll play what Nick says. Exler says a homo theocracy. I know. Hitting on someone is not considered grooming, or shouldn't be. Although, like I said, I think I don't know, but no, right? That's why I didn't until the 15-year-old thing came out. I was like, whatever, like women have to deal with this shit all the time. That's what's crazy about people saying, oh, it's like actually the guy who came out, Smiley, he was like, oh, this shows the dangers of homosexuality. But nobody says that. Like when Harvey Weinstein does it, nobody's like, oh, this is why heterosexuality is wrong. It's just predators. Predators are predators. Let's see if this plays. And why does it have to blow up on my screen like that? I'm trying to figure out how to play this. Oh, is this it? Okay. God, what the hell? Okay, I can blow it up. Okay. All right. But yeah, I agree with you. Like adults have to take care of themselves, right? He didn't like rape anybody or anything, as far as I can tell. All right, here we go. I'll play this 5-minute video from the Ali Files, which says Nicholas. That's what they were calling this guy. Apparently his name's Smiley, or I don't know. Apparently he goes by Smiley. Nicholas was 15 years old when Ali Alexander Akbar asked him for sexually explicit photographs. An impressionable and inexperienced minor, Nicholas reasoned that this was just how people get into politics. Although he was and is heterosexual, he sent Akbar several images, a number of which constitute child pornography. It seemed, like Harvey Weinstein, he now says, sort of transactional. Although Akbar insisted on using the encrypted Signal app for the majority of their interactions, Snapchat messages have survived, which show Ali, informed that Nicholas was 15, nonetheless offering to buy the boy alcohol, inquiring how to best to send him gifts without his parents' knowledge, and demanding quote-unquote jack-off material. Conversation records show Akbar calling Nicholas his puppy. He asked repeatedly when they might meet in person for sex. He also dangled career opportunities and introductions, none of which ever materialized. Nicholas, which I guess is this guy Smiley, who is now 21 years old and a high-profile America First supporter, confirmed their veracity and the facts of our story, including his age at the time the offenses were committed. For 6 years, Nicholas has remained silent, fearing retribution from Ali Alexander Akbar, threatened by Ali's demands for obedience and attention, and in particular by references Ali made to actions he could take that would, quote, make your family go WTF, unquote. There is no statute of limitations on offenses of this nature in Texas, where Akbar was living at the time, nor in Colorado, where Nicholas resided. Emboldened by the Nicholas, again, it's this guy Smiley, I guess, has resolved to file a police report. All right, let's see. No, damn. It's the problem with this is what is this? Is this it? Oh, okay. Let's see. Can I trying to see if I can show you guys the Snapchat messages. When I click on them, they blow up and fill up the whole damn screen. Let's see if I can show you this video at least. Let's see. Hey, Swirly, you're just on time. You haven't missed anything. Damn, it just doesn't even show up. It's really weird. It's because of the way Twitter is. What do I do? How do I have the sound for it, but how do I show it to you without showing you my whole screen? I might have to show you my whole screen, but that's really risky. That's the problem with Telegram. Fuck. What do I do? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to share it. I guess I'll just share my whole screen. Oh, okay. I know what I can do. I put it on this screen. Okay, let's see. What the hell? What just happened? Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this. Entire screen, screen 2. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Someone says, is this a Milo operation or legit? It might be both this time. It is a Milo operation, for sure. But it might be kind of legit. You decide. This is the video that was released first. Then Nicholas, which apparently is this guy Smiley. Oh, donate to the show. Super chats, etc. Coffees. You want me to read it to you? Nicholas was 15 years old when Ali Alexander Akbar asked him for sexually explicit photographs. An impressionable and inexperienced minor. Oh, I already read this, I think. Okay, yeah, I already read this. Oops.
So Ali and I, we used to talk in like 2017. At the time, I was sort of naive, and I didn't have the connections, and I wasn't as experienced with the people in this political circle as I am now. So I was kind of I didn't see anything unusual at the time. In 2017, Ali was talking to me on Snapchat and trying to solicit some stuff, saying stuff like I should fly out to Texas and be his intern and tell my parents that I was going to a swim meet or something. The best way to describe it would just be sort of inappropriate, I guess, to be talking to like a younger guy when you're I don't know how old Ollie is.
Akbar intimated he would pay for the images, but never did. Okay. Conversation records show Akbar calling Nicholas his puppy. He asks repeatedly when they might meet in person for sex. Ali also dangled career opportunities and introductions, none of which ever materialized.
I think Nick is 100% aware. I don't think there's any way he couldn't be aware of that background, because Milo, around the time of the last AFCAT conference, was putting together a list of people who had these experiences with Ali. I'm not exactly sure what he specifically brings to the table.
I was a naive 15-year-old kid. Hold on. I was a naive 15-year-old kid who absolutely idolized Milo. And so I did anything Ali told me to in the hopes that he would introduce me. He knew that and leveraged it as much as possible. A 15-year-old will do a lot to meet his favorite influencer. And I bet his favorite influencer was Nick Fuentes, not Ali Akbar. But I'm not sure. We're going to listen to Nick's take on it.
I trust that Nick knows what he's doing and that he's working with people that he needs to be working with. I can only assume there has to be something. He does have a lot of connections. I know that Ollie is, very well connected. That's basically what I can assume. I don't really have a whole lot beyond that, honestly.
For 6 years, Nicholas has remained silent, fearing retribution from Ali Alexander Akbar, who has acquired a reputation for blackmailing young men. That's according to Milo. Nicholas told us that he felt threatened by Ali's demands for obedience and attention, and in particular by references Ali made to actions he could take that would make your family go WTF. Okay. This and okay, I was already ready, guys. This the text messages he showed. I have to look at them. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. Great. It's showing up. Okay. All right. Let's look at these text messages. Okay. So there's heart pictures. Oh. I see. Okay. I think the implication of this message is that this is a dirty picture. And then the person sending it says, "You're welcome." And then Ali gives the 3 hearts and says, "Do you use the Cash App or Venmo?" And then he says, "Wish app." And then Ali says, "I'm going to come to Colorado." So, I mean, right, if the kid is 15, then that is, yeah. Basically, that's what they do to catch a predator, right? They just get people to say they're going to meet up with someone who's underage. So I guess that's what he's talking about. Doing Cali. Oh, yeah, but I could follow that one. You should be in my entourage. Anything in your what is this? I'm 15. I'm in 10th grade. I think I'm 5'10 now, so finally taller than Tom Cruise. Funny. Haha, cool. Thought you were older. Now I can't take you to Milo's event. Haha. Aha, good fucker. All things are possible for those who are connected. See, this guy, even though he was a kid, looks like he was trying to, he was trying to get something out of it, right? Like he could have just said no, right? It's true. But he's also 15, so I guess that's why you say. Like the other guys could have said no. Why do I want you on my side? And then the messages are, listen to this. Why do I want you on my side? This is from Ali Akbar. 1, everything is secret and private. We're family. Unless it's public. Public is a stage. 2, boundaries are cool. Allowed to say no. However, the less you deprive me of, the less I deprive you of. I'm a big sharing person unless it's not even. Number 3, never ever lie. Disappoint and enrage the other person with a true opinion or thought before lying to them. Lying breaks what this could be. 4, be mindful of each other's reputation. Never do anything that would make my network question me bringing you around. And I'll never do anything that would make your family go WTF. Okay. Oh, here, listen. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So I was looking for something like a smoking gun. Okay. I guess I found it, I think. From Ali. You don't even send me videos anymore. No good jack off material. Don't even want to be my side piece, but I understand. Then I don't know what his message is deleted, but wonder if you need to come hang out for a week in Texas. Internship. Yeah, videos. That's illegal. That's very illegal. Unfortunately, that's definitely very illegal, I think. Okay, I saw that one. Yeah, this is another kind of grooming one. Who will be my arm candy? The one with me always in VIP and in out. Well, that is to be determined by the boy who plays his cards the most correct. Always have options. Arm candy is better than babysitting. I'm not saying I'm opposed to whole time stuff. Just don't want it to be boring whole time. Oh, and he offers him alcohol in this other one. Okay. All right. So there you go. There you guys have it. Are you satisfied or no? Is it just gossip? Somebody told me. They were like, oh, it's just gossip. That one text is, as far as I can tell, the smoking gun. That one. You don't even send me videos anymore. No good jack off material. So that's kind of some kind of proof, right? That he did send videos. And we know it wasn't the right age. So, all right. That's the story from the Telegram. That's the story from the Telegram. What do you think? Do you think that's a smoking gun? No good jack off material to a 15-year-old. If it was a girl, what do you think? Okay. So let's listen to People Told Me that on. This is funny. He went with the Bud Light destroyed by Dylan Mulvaney sponsorship. Oh. Okay. All right. So let's take a look. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. Thanks for joining me. If you want to support the stream, as always, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil and leave a coffee and a note, whatever you want to say. Oh, yeah. And Smart Guy says, don't forget the blacked out, likely nude image. Yeah, right. Okay. Smart Guy says, let's see what Nick has to say. All right. Let's take a look. I have an incoming phone call. Oh, how's it? That's cool. That didn't interrupt my. Oh, it did. Come on. Oh, man. This is so annoying. Oh, no. Come on. Shit. Damn it. Oh, it fixed itself. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at. I was told it starts at 1:58. Very interested to hear what. Yeah. So let's take a look. Theater mode. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look. Stop screen. I just answered. I guess I could have. Don't know who it's coming from. Could be coming from Ali. I think Ali had my number. I talked to him before. Ali. I talked to Ali before on the phone about what's his name? That Jewish guy, Gabe Hoffman. He had a problem with Gabe Hoffman, and he found out that Gabe Hoffman had been kind of like threatening me with a lawsuit and stuff. He wanted to know if I wanted to sue Gabe Hoffman with him. I was like, no, it's all right. I don't know if I have anything to sue over. Okay, here we go. Oh, Smiley. Okay, well, here it is. This is it. So this is Nick Fuentes, America First. Okay, here we go. Ready? Real People says, I wonder what Ye has to say. Well, apparently Nick talked about Ye. I'm not sure, though. We'll play it. We'll see. Cozy.tv. Smart Guy says, my theory is Milo is currently being paid to muck up the America First movement. Totally possible. I mean, he really is a snake. He is a snake for sure. Everybody knows that. So yeah, it's possible. It's being shared by left-wing Twitter accounts for sure. Big left-wing Twitter accounts. And Milo is celebrating that. So yeah, I don't know if he's working for the bad guys or something. But either way, if it's true, it's still, I mean, the guy said he spoke out. This guy Smiley. Oh, yeah, let me show you that. Here we go. Here's this is what this guy said, Smiley. So Smiley the Fed, who some people know. I would rather be doxxed 1,000 times and have 1,000 hit pieces written about me than be talking about this, but I'm sure everyone has seen Milo's telegram. When I was 15, I was naive and desperate. I thought I had no choice but to cooperate with inappropriate and humiliating requests if I wanted to make it in politics. I figured that was just the nature of the game. Despite being disgusted, I played along, and eventually I was afraid what would happen if I stopped playing along. Nobody was taking others' stories seriously, so I decided I had a responsibility to go public to warn other potential victims. I allowed Milo to share my story because he was the only one who would talk about it. I hope my experience raises awareness about the evil of homosexuality and the vulnerability of children to homosexuals. Just know I have matured and repented in the year since. I appreciate everyone's support. Losing the support of my friends is what I was most worried about with this. Okay. So that's the story. And here is, and people know this character. Here's Nick Fuentes. Let's see.
Let's see. I can't find anything on it right now, but the guy's a frog Twitter micro celebrity, and he goes and commits a mass shooting. He tweets out and talks about the bad book. Nobody makes a connection, though. Very sus.
Real human being sent $3. The most ironic part about radical traditional Catholics being considered possible domestic terrorists is how often actual rad trads, like Nick, talk about love, mercy, compassion, etc.
True. Very true.
Frank V sent $3. 1/3 Hey King, I'd if you saw, but Smiley did confirm that Ali is a pederast and attempted to coerce him. I think that as a Christian movement we have to stomp that out, and no person with such baggage. Frank V sent $3. 2/3 baggage should be of any influence, if anything, to prevent situations like with Smiley, but also out of PRNCPL. I know Ali isn't AF or a grower, but I think it prudent to make that clear regardless. Frank V sent $3. 3/3 Anwies, I 100% trust and know you wouldn't tolerate brown mutants like him. We're a white Christian movement. Even Smiley said that you didn't know. God bless you, King, with you until the very end.
Yeah, I saw this, and as far as that situation,
Hey, it's all right to play that, right? Even though obviously it's like race. YouTube doesn't care, right? If you play it in context, like I'm not the one. I don't know how I just have no idea how the rules work. So I hope it's okay to play Nick Fuentes. If anybody thinks it's not okay for some reason, let me know. But we're trying to like tell a story here. Yeah, Jimmy, that brown mutants thing. I know that's how they are. That's how they talk. But I think it's okay, like because I didn't say it. Even if I did say it, I'm not sure if it's against the rules to be racist on Twitter. I'm not sure. I did get a strike once for hate speech, but I'm just gonna play it. I think it's okay. I mean, it's freaking news. I mean, for God's sake.
I disavow that exchange and the things that have been posted around about Ali. What I will say, though, is consider the source. These are all people that worked with Ali for years, and this is always the approach, is the guilt by association. Now, don't get me wrong, unequivocally disavow pederasty, unequivocally disavow that conduct. I think it's gross. I think it's a very bad picture. And I think Ali has to explain what's going on there. I talked to him privately about it. He said that there's some discrepancies there. And so now we'll see what he has to say. I said the other week, let's see the proof. We see something that's pretty damning, and I disavow totally. As far as Ali, I've heard that He's got a defense on this, and so we'll see what he has to say. But I'll also say that let's not pretend like we don't know where this is coming from. This is coming from a gay Jewish pedophile who said in 2015 that he was at sex parties where kids were being raped and wouldn't say who was there. So we've heard about the Ali stuff. Okay, I think it's terrible. Now I want to know about Milo and this gay sex party he was at with Hollywood producers with children. Because this is a guy who, let's not forget, got canceled in 2017 for saying that pedophilia is a good thing. Have we forgotten that? This is the guy leading the charge. The guy that said in 2017 that actually adults having sex with 13-year-olds is good for them. What a disgusting, shameful thing to say. And he was there in, I was at a party where kids were being raped, and then he protected those accusers. So I'd like to see the names with regard to that. So I think that the attack is very disingenuous. Typically where there's smoke, there's fire. And I talked to Smiley about it today, and we had a good conversation about it. And I said, listen, you should have brought this to me. I didn't know about this. And he said that he was ashamed about it. He was embarrassed. He didn't want to talk about it. And of course, these things are being solicited now, not as part of any good faith investigation, although they've turned up some things which are not good, but it's been solicited in an attempt to attack my character, in an attempt to insinuate that there's some complicity or wrongdoing on my part when there wasn't. I've heard these rumors for years and years and years. It wasn't until Milo got fired from Gay 24 that this turned into a crusade. Very curious timing, isn't it? Because I've heard about, there's been talk about this for a long, long time, and my line has always been the same. I have the receipts. He brought this up many times, and I said, show me the evidence, and I'll be the first to disavow. Got the screenshots. If you want to refute that, I'll post them tonight. I said, show me the evidence. I'll be the first to disavow. It never materialized while everything was kosher. When everything was good, it wasn't an issue. But then suddenly Milo gets fired. He's on the outs. He realizes Yay 24 is happening. And then suddenly, and by the way, it's in a barrage of attacks on me. It turns into, one time Nick said he went to this church, but actually he doesn't go to that church. He goes to another. And actually this. And actually that. And actually his friend is this way. And he might be a Fed. And, Milo's a Jew. And let's not forget for 1 second that is the same strategy that has been applied to me my entire career, is this barrage of attacks. You can't answer any one of them because it's just a new lie every day. One day it's, he doesn't go to church. The next day it's, he lies about his height. The next day it's, actually. So I'll be the first person to disavow homosexuality, which is clearly Ali was a homosexual for a time. He says he's not now. And I'll be the first person to disavow these flirtations with people that are adolescent, which is what it appears to be. I disavow that. I think it's gross.
These people are so funny. They're like, he used to be gay. Okay. He used to be gay. Now he's totally straight up. Okay. So now he's like totally doing chicks, right? Give me a break, man. These people are so funny. I used to be into guys, but now I'm totally straight. I heard some guy call in to one of these shows. I don't know if it was Nick or something else. And he was gay, right? He was like, he was like trying so hard not to be gay. But he was gay. What are you going to do? But yeah, Ali Alexander. He's not now. Okay. All right. Sure. Got it.
I'll be the first person to do it. With that in mind, I also think it's important to consider the source, which is that this is and everybody knows this is a disgusting, sick, pathological liar individual and a Jew who I don't even really believe is a real Catholic. This is a person who still lives with his husband. We heard all about John at Yay 24. Do you know that Milo used the campaign money, or used, I should say, Kanye 2020 money to fly his black husband out to LA to stay with him in his hotel? That get mentioned? Self-righteous crusade about this and that. So, all right, fair enough. We saw something that was pretty, I think it speaks for itself, and I disavow it. But let's turn the table on this Jew who said, oh, I'm no longer gay, and I turned a page on my old life. Now I'm Catholic. Really? So why don't you know what a cry room is? Really? So why during John Miller's confirmation did you leave church early? Why are you on your phone the whole time? Why is it that you still live with your husband? Why are you still going on trysts at hotels in Georgia and Washington, D.C., flying in your black husband? What's that all about? And staying with him overnight? That's pretty weird, don't you think? For somebody that's a reformed homosexual. He offered me Percocet during Yay 24. I told him, I said, oh, I have a headache. I'm not feeling good. He said, you want a Percocet? I have prescriptions. I said, no, I don't want Percocet. He said, oh, well, I take Percocet because I want to have gay sex so bad, that I need to drug myself. I want to have gay sex so bad still that I just need to be constantly drugged with Percocets and not want to have gay sex. So let's
funny. Like sometimes I talk about sometimes I talk about like the problems with homophobia is it like makes people crazy or makes people trans and stuff. He's describing it. He's like, oh yeah, like I don't want to be gay so bad. Just take drugs, Like, just be gay. Like, who cares, dude? That's what's ridiculous. That's what's crazy about it is you end up getting worse behavior is all with repressed homosexuals. Oh, it just have to be on drugs. Otherwise, I'm just going to have butt sex. Just have butt sex, dude. Like, why not, like, not take drugs? Like, as long as you're not doing it, like, in front of people.
Let's get this story straight here. So you live with your husband who is still a homosexual and didn't have a Catholic conversion. You live with this guy, and he's still a gay guy. He's your life partner still, texting him constantly, talking to him constantly, living with him, flying him out to LA, but yet you still want to have gay sex so bad you're on drugs? So how does this all square? The whole situation doesn't make sense. And you know what else? I told Milo this a long time ago. He said, you need to disavow Ali. I said, there's rumors. I said, if I were to disavow everybody that there was a rumor of them being a pedophile, I'd disavow you too, because I've heard you're a pedophile as well. And he said, well, that's not true. Well, there are people that worked on Milo's campaign tour in 2016 who swear, and they have no reason to lie, that he was having sex with underage kids during that whole affair. And quite honestly, I believe them. I think anybody would believe that. So let's all get off our high horse for just a minute. I also see Gibby Carson talking about pedophilia. That's pretty rich. Coming from the guy that posted about which is the hottest cutie. He said, which is the hottest prepubescent girl in the movie Cuties? Gibby Carson, does your wife want to know about how you find the cuties attractive? But now everybody's on a self-righteous crusade. What about Jaden and the fact that all his money comes from a gay pedophile named Victor Sharp? Victor Sharp, who's a 30-year-old man years ago, thirsting after Troye Sivan, a prepubescent teenager at the time, posting about him on Tumblr, donating tens of thousands of dollars. So, please, let's be honest. This is the only movement where that kind of thing doesn't go on. This is the only movement where that kind of thing is unheard of. And as I said, wherever there's evidence of this, I'm the first to disavow, and this is the first we've seen of it. And it's in the middle of a disgusting Jewish attack on my character because of a petty personal vendetta coming from, basically, it's the pot calling the kettle a pedophile, if you want to know the truth. And we all saw it the other day. So that's what I have to say on the matter. As far as Ali goes, I'd like to see some explanation from him. I'd like to see his next moves on this. Ali's been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's been loyal to me, and I don't like what I see here. Not a fan about the whole thing, to say the least. I think it's totally inappropriate. And until we can see what's going on, I think that there's going to have to be a little bit of a separation there, to be honest with you, because it's not good. And Smiley the Fed is a Groyper. He's a close friend of mine. So to see that, it does hit home. But I just wish we had heard about this before Milo got fired from Yay 24. It's just curious, because what Smiley says is that he was talking to Milo about this back in February. So why did Milo conceal this for over a year and wait until he got fired from the campaign and me and Ali were kept on to reveal all of this? I think that speaks to what's going on here. So, listen, I'm not Jewish. I'm not some clever schemer. I don't think of myself as some kind of clever schemer. I'm honest. And the way that I've always seen politics is that you work with what you got. I also know about politics that there's rumors about everybody. There's rumors about me. I like to wait for the evidence, like I said. Well, we've seen some bad things. I disavow it. But I'll also say that we're not dummies. We're not children. We see very transparently what's going on here, which is that this is a sick, twisted person. I'm talking about Milo, who has gone from benefactor to benefactor, burning bridges. First it was Bannon, then it was the Mercers, then it was True News, then it was Church Militant, then it was Yay, then it was me. This is a guy, I went to his confirmation. I drove 6 hours to his confirmation, by the way. And he did not have one friend at the table that was not people that he had met in the last couple of years. It's a sick person. And I said this back in December. I feel bad for him. I think he's a mentally ill, deranged person who doesn't know how to cultivate real friendships. And I think that this little charade is sort of this dying gasp, this frenetic, frantic lashing out of clearly a place of personal hurt. Nobody even knows where it comes from, other than this, I don't know, mommy issues, malice. His mother was mean to him, so now he's taking it out on the world like the rest of these Jews. So, to tell you the truth, I pray for both of them.
Sorry,
I think they're both,
I'm laughing.
They're both troubled, but I think one of them.
It's not funny, but that's the way the show is. Yeah, keep playing it. I don't know. I think it's okay to play something. The way the rules are on YouTube is like if you play something to show like that, you can show that somebody is being whatever. So yes, obviously, like everything he does is peppered with anti-Semitism and racism, like most of his followers. Anti-Semitism, racism, homophobia. Those are like the three pillars of America First, which is led by a person that might be homosexual. Well, who at least isn't openly heterosexual, at least. Oh, misogyny, whatever. They hate women. They hate Jews. They hate gays, and they hate blacks, or pretty much everybody. And they're Catholic. They're all Catholic, and they're all gay. But they say they're not anymore.
At least has some humility about it. I think one of them is trying.
I denounce all those things, by the way. I don't know if it's Milo is like Milo is a sneaky dude. That's for sure.
Trying to work through it. I think the other one is on drugs, persisting in all of this and lying about the whole thing and trying to jump on the high horse and castigate people for the same things he's guilty of. So I tell you the truth, I disavow Milo entirely. I disavow the actions of Ali that were revealed in these text messages. You know that. And I would say, now that we've got the Ali thing squared away, I'd like to know who the Hollywood producers are that were raping kids, and Milo knows. I'd also like to know why people on Milo's tour swear that he was having sex with underage boys, during the college tour? I think we know the
There you
truth.
go.
We're never going to hear the answers to those questions because this isn't about kids. This isn't about church. This is a sick person exerting themselves on the world. I'll also say Milo Clinic. What could go wrong? Let's see. We've got a lifelong homosexual man who years ago bragged proudly about how pedophilia is okay. Now he wants to start a conversion clinic for what? Young, troubled gay men to what? Be intimately mentored by Milo? Yeah. I wonder what's going on there. Milo Clinic. That sounds like what? Got a nice ring to it, sort of like Epstein Island. Yeah, let's take a gay guy who still has sex with his husband, and they're still married. Let's take that, who's always calling up John, that's the husband. Let's take this guy who's still on drugs, clearly, and having sex with his husband, and just 5 short years ago was bragging about how pedophilia is good for kids. Proudly. Oh, and then after he got fired, realized he was wrong.
Enough. Okay. He already said that a number of times. So I think he's just going to start repeating himself about all his allegations. So far, Milo said and was, and I think it ended his kind of alt-right career. He said that sometimes, I think what he said was like, sometimes it's okay for an older guy to like groom or break in or whatever a teenage boy, like what happened to Milo. And honestly, it's really weird. When you listen to the people talk about Michael Jackson, they're all like, it's almost like they don't have anything bad. It's almost like, anyway, but that's what Milo said, is that I guess he had a relationship when he was a teenager with an older man, and he thought it was okay. And, yes, that's totally unacceptable in today's times. But, right, like if you go back in the day, heterosexuals, it would be like, oh, a girl would be, I don't know, 13, 14, or 15, and they'd be sent off with an older uncle or whatever to introduce them to stuff. I mean, so, but yeah, Milo did say that. Actually, I even had a psychiatrist who said that. He was like, oh yeah, I mean, he's like, I've talked to a lot of men who had experiences where it was like either with a woman who was older or a man who was older or whatever. He was like, and actually, it's not that bad. That's what he said. I was like, dude, you're weird. So I don't trust doctors, man. Their doctors are weird. He was actually a pretty good doctor, but he was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it's really, it doesn't affect like if a boy has sex with an older woman or something, it doesn't. That's what he said, So it's like what Milo said actually in today's time is super crazy, but people have thought that before. Like, shit, even my weird. So, but as far as I know, when Nick calls him a pedophile, we don't have the evidence on that yet. And actually, is Alexander, like, I wouldn't call Ali Alexander, I don't know what I'd say, 15-year-old. And also, in this whole story, there is, like, for Ali, I don't think there's any sex in the whole story. Just you got a few dirty pictures, which are illegal. So illegal to possess, wrong, all of that. To he coerced or whatever. to get the pictures. So, but I don't know if there's any sex in the story. There's certainly no rape in the story. So it could be a lot worse. Yeah, if you want to say that. Definitely could be way worse what Ali did. And yeah, especially when it comes to the older guys. So I don't know what the story is with Nick. This guy PPP, who people say is some kind of podcaster, says that Nick Fuentes admits Ali Alexander tried to groom him. But if that's true, then why was he friends with Ali? I don't know. I don't understand that. So I don't know if that's factual or not. I really have to do research on that to see where that claim comes from. But I do think, just like Nick said, I mean, I feel like I've seen the evidence. Like some people are wondering if I should be making the claim, because it comes from Milo, right? Milo is untrustworthy for sure, 100%. But if he provides the receipts, then what can you say? I mean, regardless of the source. Yeah. Sometimes you get good real information from a questionable source, which I think is maybe the case in this one. And in any case, rumors about this Ali thing have been going around forever, man. People have been saying it for a long time. So Smart Guy says, I don't think that's true. Which thing are you talking about? Ian Well says, the way Ali talks about arm candy, you can tell he sees the boys as objects, not people. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about this. I was like, first of all, I was like, it's definitely not just a homosexual thing. Guys, it's typically a male predator thing, typically, except for very rare cases. So because there are more heterosexuals than homosexuals, most homosexual men still prey on homosexual boys. Most of us don't know about it. Like most straight guys, like I've been around gay guys for a long time, and besides some comments and stuff, I never had anybody like hit on me or anything. I guess because they knew I wasn't, into it. Even while I was of age, I was like 19 years old and doing plays and stuff. Sometimes a gay guy will say something like, but I never got hit on or anything. I just never had, that's the thing. I never had issues with predatory. I've never in my life had an issue with a predatory gay man, even though I've been around gay people, even though I was around gay people a lot, certainly as an actor and stuff from the time I was a teenager. I just never, in fact, like maybe I should take offense. Like, well, like why didn't you? What, am I not cute or something? But no, I just never had an issue. So that's why it's certainly not it's certainly not a gay quality to be a predator. It's more like a male quality that some people have. Yeah. Kevin Spacey is a gay predator for sure. But there are lots of other homosexuals who aren't like that. But I do have a feeling like when you're a repressed homosexual, that you're more likely to act out in bad ways. Smart Guy said, I don't think that's true. Yeah, I don't know what you meant, but I'm trying to keep up. You're a gay cock magnet. Steve L says, we don't know for sure if Nick is gay. Okay. Do you know about the Catboy stuff? Like with Nick? That's why people say he's gay. It's because of the googly eyes he makes at this Catboy character. I mean, it is. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, he's like in love with the guy. It's like obvious. That's what I thought. There's a podcast about it It Could Happen Here, the curious case of Nazi cat boys. It's funny. There's like a podcast on Apple Podcasts. In part 2, we discuss how fascists, reactionaries view the aesthetics of femininity and Nick Fuentes' catboy fetish. I don't know for sure if Nick is gay, but he's definitely not like confirmed heterosexual. I can say that because he hates women. He has no interest in ever. He expresses like zero interest in ever having sex with a woman or having a relationship with a woman. So at least I feel like it's fair to say he's not a heterosexual, or he's not a confirmed heterosexual till he actually. Yeah, there's an image. This is the. Yeah, I mean, this is the look, right? Okay, I'll show you. This is the look. He was hanging out with this like crazy degenerate live streamer who like Cowboy Cammy is like some kind of predator. Like he's always, there's videos about him. Okay. Like there's videos about Cowboy Cammy doing really inappropriate stuff with teenagers, like online. And for some reason, Nick Fuentes like spent a day with him. And some of the conversation was incredible. It was like very suggestive. That's all. But it's okay. The thing is just all the repressed homosexuality is so crazy to me. Like, why is Milo? I hate to think that Milo is a drug addict because he doesn't want to be gay. I'm sure it's just an excuse, but it happens, especially if people grow up in like conservative, like Christian environments or Mormon and stuff. They'll like hate themselves for being gay, which I think is harmful. And then also people do become trans also because they don't want to be gay, which also I think is just stupid, crazy. But yeah, that's the look Nick Fuentes gave this guy, Catboy Cammy, who is really like a total degenerate that for some reason Nick decided to hang out with. Somebody says, I just watched a 12-minute version of The Date, and it filled my queer heart with high-quality anime gayness. Nick Fuentes and Catboy. All right. You guys, Floor Boss says Nick isn't a predator himself. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think he maybe hasn't followed through, or I'm not sure. Like he might not have ever had any sexual experiences. Not sure. It's just really weird. Like I don't know. I just think of how I was when I was in college or even high school or whatever. It's just like so horny, like, so I don't know how he's gotten to the age he is. That's all. I just remember I would be like, I don't even know how I would, like, it's like all you can think, it's like all you can think about is having sex, getting a blowjob or whatever. I thought that was normal for heterosexuals. Catboy. Confused. That's funny. People have lots of Catboy Gate exposed. 15 minutes. Nick Fuentes and Catboy Gate exposed. Shocking new details from 3 years ago. Nick Fuentes, Catboys and contradictions. Oh, here it is. Nick Fuentes Nick J. Fuentes, cute catboy date.
Whoa. I was gonna pick you up at like noon or 1, and I just kept like watching your videos. I watched a lot of videos about dinosaurs. People have been giving me shit about. I said I don't believe in dinosaurs. I was doing some research about that. Watching like some, and then I just got sucked in, and I was watching videos about the end times and about Noah's Ark, and then I was watching a video about Star Wars.
So you've looked at the data. What do you think about the dinosaurs now then?
So I guess they're real, but
Yeah.
they look at the people. That was the takeaway.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's
I
good.
did my research because I said on the show,
They're real, but they
like,
live
yeah,
with
I
people.
find it hard to believe that dinosaurs are real. And all these fucking people get on my case. They're like, oh, well, you don't believe in dinosaurs. Oh, he doesn't even. Oh, wait, you don't believe in dinosaurs? And it's so funny to me because that's exactly the intended reaction. Like, I don't care about dinosaurs. I'm gonna put the to get fogged up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't care about dinosaurs. I don't know anything about dinosaurs.
Did you hear him say
And
it's
I
getting
said,
fogged
even on
up?
the show, I said, yeah, they probably were real. I said,
Why is it getting fogged up? Is somebody getting hot in there? Usually the car doesn't just get fogged up, right? Somebody's.
but I said, when I think about it, it just seems like outlandish to me. I said, I just find it hard to believe. Are we not allowed to say that? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't say they're not real. I didn't say, well, my opinion is they're not real. I said, well, it seems kind of like crazy when you think about it. And they're like, no, you don't even. So then I did all this research, and I texted a good friend of mine, because he's very woke on the DQ on the dinosaur question. I was like, do you have any resources on the dinosaur question? In the Bible, it talks about dinosaurs. They talk about.
It says boring. There is one. There are these scenes where it's like they have some very uncomfortable interactions where they say stuff that's a little. Let me see.
Utterly silly. Take your time. Take your time.
It's not like they have jobs, right?
Well, it is Sunday. I just got back from church. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of the ones where they're like, black churches, right?
Yeah, no, what is that? Try not to
Singing and shit.
Try not to dox our location too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Nick Fuentes. All right, cool. We covered the story. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope that you appreciate it by supporting the show. Oh, really? Pirate Justin, thank you for the coffee. Have I ever had a homosexual experience? Well, no, but like I said, I played a gay character before, and I had to kiss a guy who is also straight, and it was gross. So that's about as far as it went. And then, yeah, in acting school, trying to think. That's the extent of it. But people do get gay sometimes in college, but I'm just not into it. If I had been into it, I just don't care. That's all. I mean, I don't know that, but I'm just not into it. So as far as a homosexual experience, well, I pretended I was gay in a scene from Angels in America. I was like a gay guy with AIDS or something. Can't remember. But yeah, I don't even know if they should make most actors. It's kind of. I'll tell you that story. Thanks, Black Jesus, who says thanks for streaming. Appreciate it. Thank you. Doug bought 3 coffees. I appreciate you. Says always love your videos. You nailed the Joe Rogan sellout. Awesome. I've been watching you for years now. Thank you. Thanks, Doug. You're cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I made that video. See if it can. We'll see if it can trend or something. I'm sure there's other good content that can be cut out of those shows. Thank you for that. Thanks, Pirate Justin. Thanks, Black Jesus. Thanks, Doug. Yeah, that was the extent of it. It's just like, well, not into it. But no, not a real experience. All right, let's do. Okay, so we got Capo Came. All right, so that's good. Thanks for the coffees. Appreciate it. Let me check. Rockfin. Oh, thanks for the tips over on Rockfin too. Yeah, and did Alex Jones get caught with trans porn? Do you guys want to look into that? Speaking of how everybody's gay, I mean, it is like gay guys are seriously overrepresented in performance arts. Seriously. So where even like Steven Crowder, right? He had his bisexual thing, I guess. And then Alex Jones, I thought got caught watching gay porn, but some people say that's fake news because Nick Fuentes got caught. So, and then somebody said that was fake. So I don't know. But there was a thing I saw where Nick Fuentes had his phone and it opened up the thing where it showed all the tabs, and one of the tabs was tranny porn. So somebody has to tell me if that was fake or not. But I did see that. So I heard maybe it was fake. So it's so hard to verify things. But Alex Jones, I remember I've seen it. He had an iPad. And it opened up all the tabs, and there was a tranny porn tab open. And, you know, YouTube censors, like I'm just saying tranny porn. I'm not trying to be offensive. That's what they call it sometimes. You know, bad people. Alex Jones, trans porn. Let's see. Alex Jones. Oh, look, it's reported in the independent. I mean, it's reported in the actual news. So, oh, yeah, I mean, the Independent in the UK picked it up. So, you're not going to check. Transgender pornography on phone, despite transphobic rant. I'll show you this. I don't know. There's something about gay guys and performing arts. I will tell you interesting thoughts about it too. Alex Jones spotted with transgender pornography on phone despite transphobic rants. And I saw it, verified it myself. Naughty T Babe, Marissa M.I., something else. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, whose transphobic rants have seen his broadcast removed from YouTube, unwittingly revealed transgender pornography on his phone. I saw the same thing for Nick too. Let's see. Anton, thanks for the tip. Thanks for the super chat. Here. There it is. Here. Here it is. Okay. They're probably going to show it in slow-mo. So he has his phone. He opens it like that. And one of the tabs. Yeah, it's too hard to see. One of the tabs is open to tranny porn. That's all. Naughty T Babe, Marissa Emma appeared on the screen. Let's see if it shows. Does it show like a still picture? No. Hey, Sumi, you want to go outside? You didn't want to go outside earlier. Let me let you outside, okay? Hold on one second. Come on. Wanna go outside? Ali is a PDF file. Well, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? And it's sick how America First covers for him while sacrificing their members. Hope you're well, and I still miss Bill Smith. Bill Smith was cool. Bill Smith was cool. And then we can look up Nick Fuentes, trans porn. Destiny teases Nick Fuentes about trans and femboy porn. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the story about, there's several stories right here I'm looking at about Nick Fuentes getting caught with tranny porn. That's funny. Eon says, can't you do research? Yeah, that's true, right? You might have been doing research. No, man. It's true. I got caught for something once. But it wasn't gay. But it wasn't cool. So I get it. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nick Fuentes. So I don't know if any of this is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nick Fuentes just deleted a tweet with a video where he was looking at his analytics. All the tabs were open. And people saw a girl blowing someone, but someone has just matched the video to a trans porn. Everything has been archived. Oh, that's Worski who says that. Oh, that's Andy Worski who said that. Oh, he's the Kino Casino guy. That's a good. Oh, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nick Fuentes just deleted a tweet with a video where he was looking at his analytics. All the tabs were open and people saw a girl blowing someone, but someone has just matched the video to a trans porn. Anti-gay politicians when no one is watching them. Cock in their mouth. All right. I wonder if the actual video. Yeah, there are several videos about it. It's funny all these people have. Oh, here. Nick Fuentes denies watching tranny porn, but former best friend thinks he's lying. BitChute. Nick Fuentes addresses fake Twitter trans tranny porn. So we don't know for sure. Nick Fuentes, tranny porn, MP4. The Mr. Krabs 9000 tranny porn tab incident. So, bunch of stories about it. I don't know if it's true or not. Most complete answer on the tranny porn. So, anyway, that was a scandal. Don't know if it's true. Could be, though. Could be. Yeah. What did Alex Jones? Alex Jones had a really funny response to it. He was like, oh, that was I don't even use, he said something like, I don't even use that phone to watch porn. Like he uses some other, like he had some other phone that he watches all his porn on. All these people have Wikipedia pages, by the way. I noticed Ali Akbar or Ali Alexander has a Wikipedia page. I know they don't give Wikipedia pages to a bunch of people. But I see a lot of people in this story do. All right, that's that. Good enough. Smart guy says it wasn't Nick's account. Oh, smart guy says it was a Kiwi Farms app. Kiwi Farms app. Totally possible. Somebody might do it to me, right? And then so totally possible. The Alex Jones thing, though, seems like it was confirmed. The Alex Jones thing. But the Nick Fuentes thing, yeah, maybe it's not confirmed, or maybe it was fake. It's amazing what they can do with fake stuff now. So Parody Bear says, I want a wiki page. Yeah, that'd be great. No, they would just, what would they do? They would trash me. I'm nobody, man. I'm flying under the radar. Okay, finally, let's do the story on, maybe the show won't be quite as long today. I'll take calls or something. Why did this is really weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Tulsi Gabbard has got stuff. There's new Chat GPT stuff. What was I going to show you? I was going to show you the story about the guy in San Francisco. Let's see. Tech executive Nima. This is crazy. Crazy story. I thought when this guy got killed in San Francisco, people were saying, oh, like it was at 2:30 in the morning, and I wonder what it's all about. And then I thought I heard that it was a random homeless person. I was like, okay, well, San Francisco, where you go to get stabbed by random homeless people. But apparently it was another tech executive that stabbed him. So let's get to the story right here. Bay Area tech executive stabbed Bob Lee, the creator of Cash App. Pictured, Bay Area tech exec 38, who's been arrested for stabbing to death Cash App founder Bob Lee after argument in car spilled out onto San Francisco street at 2:30 a.m. He was there for a tech conference. Nima Momeni, a tech executive who lives in the Bay Area. The suspect lives in a smart $703,000 Bay Area condo. It is related to top plastic surgeon. $703,000. What does that buy you? And I don't know what that gets you in the Bay Area. It can't be anything nice. You can't get anything for, I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. What is he, poor? $703,000? I don't know what you can get in the Bay Area for that. Definitely not in a nice neighborhood. Sounds like he's poor, basically. The tech executive who has been arrested for the murder of Cash App founder Bob Lee can be named as 38-year-old Berkeley graduate Nima Momeni. Momeni was arrested today at his home in Emeryville. Okay, I know where Emeryville is. Emeryville is near Oakland. It's not super nice, I guess. Around 9 miles from where Lee was stabbed to death on April 4th. He is the owner of Expand IT, a tech business in the Bay Area, and describes himself online as a startup entrepreneur. It is unclear if Momeni attended the same tech conference with Lee was in town for, but the pair were seen in Momeni's car together at around 2:30 a.m., moments before the stabbing. They had some kind of confrontation that led to the attack, according to police sources. Okay. So looking at this guy's face and understanding that they were alone in a car together in San Francisco at 2:30 in the morning, this might be another gay story, because this guy does have he does have the face, you know? So this might be another gay story gone wrong. But yeah, what are you gonna guess? I don't know. I mean, I wonder if this guy Bob Lee was married and stuff. But it certainly. Momeni was taken into custody this morning at the loft where he lives and works. Public relations expert Sam Singer told DailyMail.com Momeni lived and worked out of the high-end premier loft in the Besler building in Emeryville. Oh, sounds like a nice place. 700 grand though, really. And then there's more stories about it. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. So this talks about the police raid. Singer went on to call Momeni a very bright and charming man, adding that he would fit in at anybody's party or event. Lee with his ex-wife. So this is the guy, Bob Lee, with his ex-wife, Krista. She said the arrest today was the first step towards justice, but still does not explain his death. I wonder if he had some kind of secret life. I don't want to make any allegations or anything. I'm just saying, 2:30 in the morning, you're with another dude in your car. I don't know. And the guy does have like gay face, but who knows? I don't know. Has to look into this other guy. There's surveillance footage apparently of Lee stumbling through the streets after being stabbed. His death was used as a way to say that San Francisco is out of control. But actually, to be fair, oh yeah, like here's still images. Dazed and bloodied, Bob Lee staggers from the same intersection. So they have various. I'm trying to see if there's anything else good. Life has been an adventure with two bachelors. What is this? They moved to San Francisco to Miami as a family recently. While Krista and Bob are no longer together, she too relocated to Florida to be close to their children. I moved to Mill Valley with Bob after his mother died, and we recently relocated to Miami. So they were not married anymore, but living together? I can't tell. So this is the guy, Momeni. Oh, there's his door, I guess, to his loft. You guys want to see the video after he got stabbed? Oh, it's sad. I can see it already. God damn, that sucks. I hate seeing. Go on Twitter, it's like you just see people die all day. Nima Momeni. Asking Google. Arrest made, mission local, tech executive, Iranian. Oh, weird. Hold on a sec. What is this from Lipstick Alley? I'm looking into it. Yeah, nothing good happens at 2:30 in the morning. Well, it depends on what. Breaking news. Check this out. I don't know what this is. Tech executive Nima Momeni arrested for Cash App founder. Breaking news. This is some gay website, but for some reason this is posted on some gay website. Just looking into it. Breaking news, tech executive. Okay, I'm looking into it. Here, let's see. Here's the thing. Rather, Lee and Momeni were portrayed by police as being familiar with one another. In the wee hours of April 4th, they were purportedly driving together through downtown San Francisco in a car registered to the suspect. So he was being driven in the murderer's car. Deserted section of downtown San Francisco as neither a robbery attempt nor a random attack. Some manner of confrontation allegedly commenced while both men were in the vehicle and potentially continued after Lee exited the car. Police allege that Momini stabbed Lee multiple times with a knife that was recovered not far from the spot. The scenario would explain in part why Lee was walking through a portion of Main Street in which there is little to no foot traffic at 2:30 a.m. That was one of several incongruous circumstances surrounding Lee's violent death, which law enforcement sources from the get-go felt made it far from a straightforward or random crime. Nevertheless, some of Lee's fellow tech luminaries and a chorus of other influential voices portrayed this killing as part and parcel of a city awash in violent crime and on a descent into further chaos. While Lee is one of a dozen homicide victims, okay, other homicide victims are listed. Today's arrest would appear to undermine the premise that Lee's violent death was due to street conditions in San Francisco. I agree, actually. I agree. It has nothing, it really, if it was by somebody who knew him, then it's way different than like random street violence. Definitely. If the police do have their man, this is not a robbery gone bad, nor a motiveless assault by some random attacker, but an alleged grievance between men who knew one another. So there you go. Stabbings are usually personal. Yeah, I was kind of wrong about it too. Somebody says lovers quarrel. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to wonder. Okay. So we don't know for sure what happened, but that's the deal. Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, that's good enough. I might. Oh, I was just going to tell a story. I was just going to say it's fun. It's like the gay actors I know. Some of them are very successful from that I went to school with. Like some are like, you know who they were. They, for the most part, didn't want people to know they were gay, because they're actors. That was typically the thing, is like there are gay actors, but they pretend, or they don't make it public that they're gay because they want the straight people to think they're straight. And then when they play straight roles, people aren't thinking, oh, this guy's gay, So yeah, I know these guys. I know this one guy. He's like super, in reality, he's super gay. But he grew up like thinking he was straight and was like captain of the football team and stuff, like a Christian family and stuff. But then he kind of like realized. So like after he came out, he's like really gay, but he can act really straight. So he plays all these straight parts, and he's like the face of some TV shows and stuff. I don't even know if I'm sure people know he's gay, but they don't advertise it because, that's how I was talking to somebody. I was like, it's kind of like straight people never complain about gay people taking roles from them. You know what I mean? That's why I guess they're never going to say that a straight guy can't play a gay part. But then straight guys play gay roles all the time, like Tom Hanks. Assuming Tom Hanks is straight. But then that's the thing, right? Oh, and then the guys from Brokeback Mountain, like, to me, I'm thinking, oh, why not just hire a couple? I'm sure there are plenty of gay actors who could play gay roles. But for whatever reason, it's like always like straight guys playing gay roles and gay guys pretending to be straight. But it is interesting. It's like people don't advertise. Now it's like, oh, you need to advertise, or we need more, like a quota for gay people. Like these are gay people that like didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I will. It's been 2 hours already. I did a good show. I got a few coffees. I got a few donos. Let's see. We got to talk about homosexual experiences. We got to talk about Catboy. I'll just open the phone, take a few calls. And if you want to support the show, drop some coffees. buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil or buy t-shirts. truthclothing.io or become a member at buymeacoffee.com. Message me either on Twitter, where my DMs are open, or Telegram, if you know how, or email, last choice, lifttheveil411@gmail.com. But if you go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil and go to the membership tab and become a member, you can email me or message me, and I'll give you a code for one of these t-shirts. Lift the veil, never normal. I gotta have some water or something. Nikki Love says, you interviewed Cappy and you're throwing out Tom Hanks' name like that? What do you mean, Nikki? Well, I think, why? Because you think Tom Hanks had something to do with Isaac Cappy dying because of the cap, because of the bottle cap and the letter P and Route 66? No, I was just saying he played a gay guy in a movie. That's all I said. And I think he's straight. I think. So that's all I was saying. But do you think Tom Hanks killed Isaac Cappy? Because I don't think so. That's why, I guess. The shoes, Jimmy Berman says. The shoes. All right, guys. Man, let's see. Maybe, I don't know what to do. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of streaming. What did I forget today? I'll open the phone. 650-429-8294. Yeah, he said Tom was a pedo and stuff. Well, it's because there was that story from this like insane person, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft, who said she was sold as a sex slave to Tom Hanks. But she is like, since then, officially a crazy person. So it's hard to say if that was a true story or not. But all I was saying was, I was just talking about people playing gay roles. That's all. And I think it's like one of those things. Like nobody complains about straight people taking roles away from gay people or gay people taking roles away from straight people for whatever reason. Hey, you're on the air.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, Nathan, this is Perry Bear.
Hey.
For some reason, I can't call you from my other phone. I hope you didn't block me.
No,
Hey, didn't I bring up
so.
like a year ago that there was a rumor about Joe Rogan in a dumpster and a transsexual?
A rumor, or is it an Owen Benjamin joke? I know the Owen Benjamin
It was
joke
an Owen
about
Benjamin
it,
joke.
but I don't know if it's an
It was
actual.
an Owen Benjamin joke.
Yeah. I know about that. I know about the Owen Benjamin joke.
I think Owen Benjamin admitted to doing some gay stuff, and didn't he
Mhm.
try to come on you? Hoax Wars sure made it look like it.
Yeah, that's right. Owen Benjamin. Yeah, I mean, certainly Owen Benjamin's got some stuff. I know. But-
What I always wondered is, Owen told a story about jacking off back to back. I wonder if
Yeah,
he
something
was
like
with
that.
the Crowder boys.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
he was on it with Crowders?
I don't know. I don't know if he was doing anything with Crowder, but yeah, right. He tells
Have
his
you noticed
stories.
Alex Jones has been down on Crowder's show?
What's that? Alex Jones, what?
Alex Jones has been on Crowder's show now twice.
Twice already.
He's actually, he goes down there and he does his show from the studio. And the first time he did it, he turned around real fast and bumped his nose on the wall and made his nose bleed.
Tell that story again.
I was watching live when it happened.
Tell me the story again, because I lost it.
Alex Jones went on Crowder's show 2 days the first week. And the first day, Alex Jones was interviewing Silk from Diamond and Silk. And he come out and said, "Oh, man, I'm having a really good show." And then Crowder gave Alex something, or they talked about a shirt. And then Alex spun around and hit his nose on the corner of a hallway.
Oh, really?
And then he went back to the show. And then I later seen that he had to cut when he came back on the interviewing Silk, which that was a really good show. But I just wonder because I had a suspicion like 2 weeks ago there was something gay because it's people that he's having on his show. And this kind of makes me think, have you seen how many times Revenge of the Sis has been on the show?
On Steven Crowder's show?
No, InfoWars.
Oh,
They've been hanging on Owen Schroyer's show lately. They've done like
really?
3 or 4
that's
shows.
funny. Yeah. Whatever.
No, Owen
I saw that
Schroyer
they
does
were
not
on.
seem gay.
I saw that one of them was on what's his name show? The Alex Stein. I saw that one of them, Mersh, or one of them was on Alex.
Yeah,
Stein
what if
show.
Stein is gay? You know when I fell in love with Alex Stein, because I found him when he just before his mom went to the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had just found him, and I started watching it. He started doing them shows where he was actually in the hospital, and he was telling them, "Don't do this to my mom, don't do that." And it made me cry. He had like 4 episodes where I just bawled like a baby, and I fell in love with the guy. Now that he's gone big time, I'm like, was this guy a fed, or did he just sell out? And then his buddy, that Campbell guy, I still kind of like him because I've noticed that he hasn't been doing a lot of stuff with Alex, and maybe because he seems like a really good Christian guy. He's kind of weird to me. You ever seen him do his show? That Chris, what's his name? Something Campbell.
He's been
on Alex.
Yeah, like he was doing. He's the same guy that was also doing town hall meeting pranks, right? At the same time.
So
yeah.
I would hate
I didn't
to find
think
out Alex Stein is gay, but people ought to be looking out for him.
Yeah,
I still love him. I think he's
yeah,
funny as
Alex. I don't think he is. My gaydar doesn't go off like he has, but I mean, I can see why. He does have that like performer kind of like energy and stuff. But
that would be
I don't
kind
think
of
he's
weird
gay.
if Alex Jones is. But I think what it is you ever seen Alex Jones's wife?
No, maybe.
She was on. Remember when Alex did the show with Pink? You know who Pink Trip is, don't you?
Ping Trip. Yeah, he's the one that makes those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever thought of letting him make you look funny?
No. Well, people can do whatever they want.
Make you look. You got to give him permission, from what I heard.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But if you ever, I might super chat him if you want something funny from him. Do you want to look cool? Do you want to look funny? Do you want to look retarded? Like some.
I think I'd have to. I think I'd have to be famous for people to be interested. So I'm sure he's not interested, but maybe once I'm famous or something.
How many other people does he do besides Joe Rogan?
I don't know. I've seen some of the clips from Joe Rogan, and sometimes they're kind of funny. But
I don't really consider him a super big guy, because have you ever heard him talk about what he was doing for a living? He worked for his dad, and then he pretty much grew his dad's business. So if we ever try to troll him about like that, he's like, "I grew my dad's business." But
that's Ping Trip.
I like the guy.
You mean Ping Trip?
Yeah, Ping Trip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
But Alex Jones was on his show, and his wife was on there, and all the accusations all over the years was she was Jewish and his kids are being raised Jewish. So he was controlled. He talks about Rothschilds. Does he have to do what Ye West did and make all the Jews want to kill him? I mean, seriously. Some people try to say Alex Jones is worth this, worth that. He tells you what the hell's going on. Filing bankruptcy. His wife punched him that one time. He likes fast cars. Sometimes he drinks and drives. And then you could tell Owen seems like he's like almost following in Alex's footsteps. I wouldn't doubt if Alex probably retires after 4 or 5 more years. He seems like he's trying to win a war to me. I've learned a lot of info over the years. I enjoy watching that newer kid in the morning too, the American Journal kid. But I'll still tune in when like Alex has, because Alex has wonderful guests. Look who he's had on the show over the years. Dr. McCullough. There's there 2
Mhm.
McCulloughs? What's the one lady that used to work Malkovich with Fauci? And she had like a 5-year thing where she couldn't talk. I think her name was Dr. Judy Malkovich. Then it was the one
Judy Mikovits.
Simon
Mikovits.
Gold who got arrested giving a speech on the steps.
Mm-hmm.
But she only spent what, a week in jail. You know, they're arresting people now for just standing outside.
Mm-hmm.
If you went anywhere near the steps, there was like a hill and some steps on January 6th. Not only if you climbed the thing, you're in jail, but if you were just on that hill and on steps, because that was past the barrier, then they're still arresting people for January 6th. It's like, really?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm mad at Trump. He passed warp speed, which he's in on it. There's no other thing about it. He seemed like an outsider, and he talks his ass, out his ass. I've went and seen him once. 40,000 people show up there. I like what the guy says, but he don't follow through.
Mm-hmm.
Was he afraid to hurt somebody? They're trying to hurt him. It seems like they're trying to hurt him. Why didn't he do something? They actually broke laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which all business people have to break laws. They got to bribe people.
Hmm.
Who knows what they got to do? There's a difference between a rich guy and a super rich guy, because a rich guy will just run a company, run it good, make a lot of money. A super rich guy will start a company, get it running all to itself, and then go start another company, get it running to itself, start another company. That's Yeah, I've worked for rich guys, but I've never worked for a rich guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hopefully we can be rich guys one day.
Yeah, I think the last 3 times, I think I've always had something to say about the gay ops. What? Yeah, that's just getting crazy. So Ali Alexander, what's his name? Alexander Ali.
Yeah, Ali Alexander Akbar. Mm-hmm.
I pretty much knew Nick Fuentes. I watched Nick Fuentes. I think I told you this before, back when he used to play video games, and he was like really violent talking back then about what it would take to fix America. And then I think he calmed it down since those years.
Yeah,
that's back when
probably.
he was 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, like
he used to be just on Twitch.
Yeah, he's probably mellowed out a little bit since then.
Do you remember the whole Dr. Disrespect thing where he was supposedly filming at E3 2-3 years ago, and then he got banned and nobody wanted nothing to do with him, and then there was rumors he was doing this or doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there was some kind of thing about him and his wife, he cheated on her or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's all a game or what. But
yeah, I don't know.
Used to watch. I didn't really watch Dr. Disrespect, but I would like take a look at him. I would look at that guy with the freaking blue hair, Ninja, I think his name was, and then that other one that was
Twitch streamers.
Found out he was cheating. There was another one that was, you could clearly see he was cheating.
Twitch streamers you're talking about?
Yeah, I think he's back on YouTube now, but that's when the Twitch was big.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of
you ever
stuff.
You know how somebody, I think it was Hoax last week, was like, Nathan, you ought to do ASMR.
Yes.
But imagine like starting a brand new channel, and you put like a Tweedledum hat on, and then you act like Blimpy. You're like instead of Blimpy, you'd be like Nathan. Nathan.
Well, you can write it for me. You can write it for me.
Can you imagine that? How fast you grow?
Yeah, whatever it takes, right? Yeah, but now we're stuck here.
You know what it would actually take.
Yeah.
You'd have to like draw color for kids. Act like a 4-year-old all day. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, man. I gotta get off here.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right. I don't know why I can't call you from my other phone though. I hope you ain't got me banned.
I don't. Nope. See ya, man. I don't think so. Not unless you called in and just said the N-word over and over again. And then I try to block that number, but all right. It looks like fewer and fewer people are tuned in. So I'm going to like take the L or take the W, whichever it is, and just sign out. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the donos for sure. If you want to support the show at any time, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. I mentioned the membership thing if you want to get one of these shirts, and it looks like that's it. And I got an extra $2 tip on Rockfin says Rogan's new club is using COVID vaccine passport tech. I believe they are using the same tech as this video. It's called Patron Scan. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll check that out. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Buy some t-shirts, truthclothing.io. If you want to get a Bitcoin, Bitcoin, gold, silver are all up today. The dollar is falling. So we always cover that. Bitcoin, gold, silver, having a great day today. So talk to you guys later. For now, that is what it is.